Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics, where I put aside at least 30 minutes a day in my busy schedule to work on my own personal comic book projects or project, which is Young and the Dead. It's Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead, Kids versus Zombies, and if you're probably getting sick of that, but you know, like I said before, every one of these might be somebody's new or first episode. So anyway, what am I working on today, or what I have been working on today? I have been still working on the script. I'm now in the process of fine-tuning a little bit more. It's actually, I'm working in more of a script format instead of just jotting down my ideas and starting to actually, you know, break up who says what line and what's happening in the scenes and some of the descriptions. So it's coming along. I really love to get to drawing, but you want to make sure that script is right too. So working a lot with dialogue, and I'm thinking about characters. So I thought I would talk to you a little bit about character design, and I was going to talk about more the personality and character traits and things like that you want to work with your characters, but I think today I'll just talk more visually. I got to make this one a little shorter. I'm gonna take off and go see a movie in a little bit, so maybe tomorrow I'll talk more about creating, personalities for your characters. But today I'll just quickly touch on some things about design, visual design, and everything with characters. And so let me show you this. These are some of, man, it's kind of bright there. These are some of the main characters from my story. I think one of the things when designing characters, and this is something a lot of people do, and it's really helpful, is to work with silhouettes. And I think if you also watch Kevin Cross's 100 Days of Making Comics, he's touched on that when designing his characters, and he's got a lot of great, characters that are, he's got monsters, and he's got monkeys, and he's got, like superhero type guys. I'm more working with my characters are basically just kids that live in the real world, aside from the fact that there are zombies, but the zombies aren't really the main characters. They're just sort of that force to be reckoned with. So the idea of designing in silhouettes, and I'm gonna quickly plug this really awesome book. You may have heard of it. It's called The Skillful Huntsman, and what it is some students and teachers from Art Center School of Design in Pasadena decided that they were going to create kind of this mock movie. It doesn't really exist, but just from start to finish, based on a Grimm's fairy tales story, and they gave it sort of a sci-fi angle. And this is basically the whole process of them making this film that will probably never be made, and it wasn't really intended to be made. But when we talk about character design, let me show you. So these are some of the beginning sketches, and this is all. This again, they kind of took this Grimm's fairy tale, and they kind of added that sci-fi angle to it. So you've got some really crazy type costuming and things. But even before you even get to those rudimentary costume designs, you can see that this is their original character designs. So you can really get, without really focusing on any of the the elements of what the character is wearing and what they look like, and in full color and everything. They've just started with some silhouettes, and this serves to help separate, distinguish your characters from one another on just sort of a basic level. So I've kind of tried to think about that when designing my characters. Again, my characters are just regular kids. So, and I even kind of worked this into the logo for my book, or one of the logos. I mean, you've got, that's kind of the logo you're gonna see like on the masthead of the actual comic. But then this logo kind of features the some of the characters. And you can see I tried to give them a little bit of a different look. I mean, they're different heights, they're different body language. You can see one guy's kind of standing up pretty straight and everything, and that's sort of part of his personality. This guy's kind of maybe hunched over a little more. The kid's, he's a little smaller. He's carrying some kind of doll or something. This guy here, he's got like a jacket. This girl here, she's a little huskier. So I tried to incorporate that in the look of my characters, and you can kind of see here, based on that, what they look like. This is the one girl I was talking about. She's more into sports. She's, you know, she's kind of like my story is sort of an homage to all these great 80s movies that have kind of kids as the protagonists, like Goonies, Monster Squad, and so it seems like each one of those, it's sort of a trope that each one of those stories has sort of the fat kid. You know, you've got Chunk in Goonies, and Horace in Monster Squad, and like Stand By Me, got Vern. So they've all got this, and it's usually a boy. So I wanted to kind of flip that around and make a girl, kind of a heavier set girl character. But I didn't want her to just be the fat kid, so I wanted her to be really strong, and so she's really into sports, and she's kind of the muscle of the group. You've got, and I don't want to, like I said, tomorrow I'll probably go into more personalities, but today I'm just kind of showing you this guy's sort of a LARPer character. He's got the old green army jacket. He's got Thor's hammer that he made in wood shop. Most of the characters, a lot of the characters, when they discover the zombie apocalypse, it's early in the morning, so some of the characters are still wearing their pajamas. This kid in particular, he's got kind of the furry Muppet style shoes, and he's got a little stuffed animal guy called the Tickle Monster. It's kind of my version of like a Cookie Monster or whatever. So he's got that, you know, and aside from that, we've kind of got your regular, you know, average 80s style clothing that the characters wear. And there's some other characters, but I just wanted to share some of that stuff with you real quick. Like I said, I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to go see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes because I'm overdue. I've been wanting to see it for a little while and just haven't got around to it. Haven't checked out that many movies this summer. It's either they haven't really intrigued me, or I just didn't get around to it. I did want to see Godzilla, but I didn't get a chance to see that. So I'm going to take an opportunity to take a couple days out of my schedule, not only to work on comic books, but to check out a flick. So I'm off to the theater, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. That is all.